our predictions
We have new merch.
for the
We have new merch.
2024 Qatar
We have new merch.
Grand Prix.
We have new merch, and that's what we need to shout out and let you know about everything. We even have a domain, mattp1tommy.com. Okay, you can head there, and we've got brand new designs. We've even launched the beanie that's on top of my head that I know a lot of you have been asking for, and we finally got it out there, as well as some other lovely merchandise designs, haven't we, Tommy? Sundays are for racing is one that is my particular favourite, as well as some sort of revamped stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, we've got some P1FM things. We've got all the classic stuff that we had before is back, of course, and there's some Christmas designs coming as well, which are very exciting and very cool.
Oh, yeah. So mattp1tommy.com if you want to go and head out and check some of that beautiful stuff. Let's get into our first prediction, which is biggest good surprise. And my one, I don't even know if I've even chosen this driver before. It's Liam Lawson. I'm going for biggest good surprise. He ended up in the gravel, did he not, last year around Qatar? And he's also off the back of a few pretty subpar, you would have to say, performances. So I am backing him for a great weekend. And I feel as though he knows he needs to step up a little bit, get himself back into the headlines as a driver that's new on the block and performing. And I'm going to go and biggest good surprise him.
My biggest good surprise is Franco Colapinto. He's had also a very difficult run of things. 3 crashes in 2 Grand Prix weekends. But I think he's going to bounce back and show why he was hyped in the first place. At a track like Qatar, I think he's going to deliver and show what he can do. And I hope that I'm right, because I'd love to see him back fighting and hoping that he can grab that seat that he is rumoured to be wanting in 2025.
Interesting. So we've both gone for 2 drivers that haven't really been performing, and if they even finish 11th, we will be trying to clock that one. Interesting. This season has been absolutely crazy for F1 news, drama, and everything else. And have you struggled to keep up? Well, today's sponsor, Seedstream, helps with all of that. Seedstream is the ultimate app for F1 fans who want every story, update, and highlight in one place. Seedstream isn't just any news feed, it's a curated experience with the best F1 stories, insights, and highlights, all from trusted sources, updated live and ready whenever you are. Pressed for time? Each article comes with a quick summary, perfect for when you need the gist, but don't have time to dive deep. But what if you want to know more? Well, you can tap in for full stories, videos, and exclusive infographics. With Seedstream, you choose how deep you want to go. From race day breakdowns to insider analysis and real-time updates, Seedstream is your all-access pass to everything F1, all in one place.
So if you want to stay on track with the world's fastest and best sport, then download Seedstream today. Link in the description.
Biggest flop! My powers were strong last week. And they've been strong all season, to be honest with you. My biggest flop is George Russell. It's all purely based on vibes. However, I feel as though there is slight logic here where I believe Mercedes will not be very good. I think they could even be the 4th fastest team here. And I've gone for George Russell because he's off the back of a victory. So, look, doesn't win. I'm claiming half a point at the very least. This is... Tommy, we're in the penultimate race of the season here. I would be jumping through any loophole, even if it's 1 millimetre wide. I'm not sure how I'd jump through that, but I will definitely try. So George Russell is my biggest flop.
Our brains seem to be aligned this week, because my biggest flop is Lewis Hamilton. And I have gone for similar logic. I think Mercedes are going to be back to being very much the 4th best car. And I think Hamilton's qualifying will continue to struggle in both the sessions. I feel like sprints is another thing where he's not been confident in that car. It's quite clear in qualifying trim, and he's going to have, of course, 2 qualifying sessions to handle. Brilliant in the race last time, but of course quali is what's really let him down, so I've gone for Lewis Hamilton.
As it is a sprint weekend, of course, I haven't mentioned that in the podcast, we head to sprint pole. Who is getting pole position for the sprint? For me, it's Oscar Piastri. He's just going to chef this weekend. I feel as though McLaren will be back right at the front for this weekend's Grand Prix, and this is a time, again, as similar to, I guess, Liam Lawson and your thoughts with Franco Colapinto. I feel as though Oscar Piastri has had a quiet few weekends. It's time to bounce back around a track that he took to like a duck to water in his first season and got a sprint win. So there you go, Oscar Piastri sprint pole.
Sprint pole, I've gone for Lando Norris. There's maybe no surprise that we've both gone for McLaren drivers here. They did very well last year, like you said. And I feel like Lando has got the speed on Piastri and has done in the last few races and in qualifying. But I do think Oscar will have a better time, but I've gone for Lando for the sprint pole.
Ooh, okay. We're definitely we're in the same kitchen.
We are.
There's a lot of similar ingredients going on. Let's go to sprint win then. Who is going to convert? Not convert. Well, there'll only be one person to technically convert because there's only one person on pole. I'm chatting absolute rubbish. You can tell it's the end of the season. My sprint winner is Lando Norris. Little front row lockout from McLaren. Lando down the inside. This is for Monza. I can see it all in my mind's eye. You know, the championship's over. Big sends. McLaren are supposedly, fighting for the Constructors' Championship, and they should be, and they're still ahead. But yeah, I think Lando will not play as nice as perhaps some might think, and he's going to win the sprint.
So we are cooking in the same kitchen, and we've got similar ideas, but also very opposite, because I have gone for the sprint win, Oscar Piastri. And my logic for that is that Lando will take the sprint pole and Oscar will get a better start off the line. He won't have to worry about his tyre wear, he's a rapid driver. He won the sprint there last year and will take the sprint W ahead of his teammate after getting a better start. That's my logic there.
Pole position, because of course we have another qualifying session, and this time I've gone for Lando Norris. Sorry, McLaren fan. I am just sorry, because I know that this is probably not going to come true now, because it's a very McLaren-heavy prediction podcast currently. I'd love to see Ferrari come out the blocks and be worldies, and I think they will be strong. But Lando Norris pole.
I've also gone for Lando Norris pole.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. I was actually looking at the race results. I hadn't quite clocked that McLaren obviously went on that insane run where they were always on the podium with at least one driver, a lot of the time two drivers. They've only got one podium in the last four, which is quite insane to think of the season that they've had. So we are really counting on them bouncing back here big time. And yeah, I've gone for Lando to take the pole as well as sprint pole, of course. I think he is going to be rapid, and he has been really, really quick in qualifying. It's just the races really that's let him down, of course.
Okay, top three. Have we continued on this trend, or have we gone, wow, we've gone very McLaren heavy, let's do something else? No, Oscar Piastri, third place. He's had a little bit of a issue with tyre wear, things like that. Of course, we had that bizarre situation last year, didn't we, where there was a mandatory 3 stops, I think it was, they had to do 3 tyre changes because of the problems they had with the Pirellis. Hopefully we don't have such problems again this year, because of course the drivers were absolutely destroyed after that, because they were pushing lap after lap in ridiculous heats. But yeah, third place for Oscar Piastri. I believe it will be still a good performance, and as you say, one podium in the last 4 is ridiculous, so for them to be on the podium with Oscar will be good.
P3 then, I have gone for Charles Leclerc. Charles back on the podium after missing out, which he was, of course, not too bothered about missing out on the podium last time. No anger at all on missing out on his podium last time, but he's going to bounce back and get the podium and continue to fight, maybe, for second in the championship, because of that is still on. The fight for P2 again.
It is still on, but they're going to have to do a bit better than third if they want to. They need to make inroads into McLaren this weekend, realistically. In second place, it's Max Verstappen, P2. Well done, Max. Ferrari, the drivers are not touching my lips. That's a strange sentence. In the predictions. Sorry, McLaren fans, because, you are quite literally up against Ferrari in the constructors. So there's been a lot of words for McLaren in this predictions, because I do genuinely think they're going to be fastest. Look, if it plays into Charles Leclerc's hands and he qualifies P2, wins the race, I then get my crazy prediction for the year. Perfect. So Max Verstappen, it's not a weird thing to think he might finish second, as much as it also does feel very weird.
P2, I've also gone for Max Verstappen. I think they'll have better pace than they did in the last race, but spoiler alert, there is a certain papaya car that I think is going to be very quick this weekend. That might be in the top spot, but which one? Ooh.
Which papaya or other driver have I gone for? Lando Norris. He's going to shush the haters.
Part 10.
I saw a comment that was like, shush the haters, part 157. No, but look, he's going to have a weekend, and this is surely the one. I genuinely do believe he's going to win the Qatar Grand Prix. I'm not just saying it as a joke. Like, I genuinely do believe that McLaren should have the fastest car, and they have to capitalise if they want to stop the halt of Ferrari, which has absolutely been coming over the last however long. So, yeah, Lando Norris, no pressure on his shoulders, championship gone. The only thing is the constructors, where Oscar and Lando are supposed to work together, and Lando's going to win.
P1, I've gone for Lando Norris as well. He's made some claims that basically this season has proved that he's ready to challenge next year, and I know a lot of people have taken that and gone, really? And some people have gone, yeah, that's fair enough. But I think if he wants to really kind of cement the fact that this year has proved that he can challenge for a title next year, he has to win another race this season. So I think the best thing for Lando and what he really needs to do, and maybe he can now with the pressure off, is get that W. But I feel like I've predicted Lando so many times this year, and so have you. And for whatever reason, something always doesn't go quite right.
Okie dokie, our one crazy prediction. And this might be a very telling point in the championship between Matt and Tommy. Mine is Sergio Perez scores multiple points.
Okay.
So he's
right.
finished.
By
multiple is more than one.
No, but what I'm thinking is, do you mean he scores in the sprint and the race? Is what you mean as multiple points, or you just mean he's scoring 2 or more? Throughout the weekend.
And look, if we look back, Azerbaijan 17th, Singapore 10th, United States 7th, Mexico 17th, Brazil 11th, Las Vegas 10th. There has not been multiple points apart from in the US in the last 6. That's a beautiful little loophole. It's not even a loophole. It's
and
going to come true.
And there's a sprint as well.
There cheeky... is. I mean, look, you still have to finish in the top 8 for a sprint, so...
True.
Like that's
which he did in Brazil, but that's only 1 point. Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah. Cooking.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Cooking here. Perez is going to be online and score 2 points this weekend.
My one crazy prediction, it is that McLaren will win the Constructors' Championship. It will be done after the Qatar Grand Prix.
44 ahead?
Yeah, so I worked it out. So they have to outscore Ferrari by 21 points.
Wow.
This weekend, which is quite a lot, because they probably need a Ferrari, one of them to have a bit of a disaster, maybe DNF or finish lower than 7th or 8th. So yeah, that's what I've gone for. Okay, I happily will accept that one straight through the door because it's not happening, but then it might because I've just predicted land. Anyway, something's going to definitely come right and something's definitely going to come wrong in these predictions. For 3 crazy predictions from you, wonderful lot, P1 Patreon member Martin K. Ferrari overtake McLaren in the Constructors. So a complete opposite to Tommy. Martin, I'm praying for you. Return de Rainbow, 8th different winner of the season. Now that would be spicy. Sergio Perez, multiple points. Here we go. And finally, Damia Sanmia, both Williams drivers score points. I'll put our championship, Michael Massing, on the line and say that if Sergio Perez, that you said he scores multiple points, if he wins, 5 points to you.
I thought you were going to say you can have the championship, just straight up, just give it to me.
I mean, I'm also so confident that also, yes, you can have.
Okay, I'll have the championship. Come on, Checo. Let's go. Okay, well, looking forward to it. We'll be live on Twitch, Matt P1 Tommy, as always. Come and join us for the final sprint of the year and the penultimate race of the season. We're actually going to be out in Abu Dhabi, so it will be our final watch-along of the year. So please do come along and enjoy it with myself and Tommy for one final time this year. Really looking forward to it. Thomas, what is your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are go check out our shop because it's taken me absolutely... Go Checo.
Go Checo.
I don't want to win this championship. Yeah. No, go check out our shop because it's taken me absolutely ages to get it sorted and all good. So
mattp1tommy.com. That'll be my final thought as well because, we've got some cool designs there. So go check that out and we'll see you very soon. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.
Bye.